Welcome to another episode of the Talk It To Me podcast with your hosts, Tim Klingman and Phillip Smith. Intro and outro music by Empty Beds, emptybeds.bandcamp.com. We're back at it again with another episode of the Talk It To Me podcast. As always, it's Phillip Smith here with Tim Klingman.
Hello!
And Casey Hayes.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Hey, we're at another episode again. And yeah, we got stories and stuff to talk about after a week of being gone. I went to a concert last week, so I didn't have time to record the podcast. So
I really just want to point out that that was really smooth what you did there.
What, Tim? What did I do?
You see, they don't know, but we all clapped.
No, I clap. I clap.
We all clapped.
No, Tim. They don't even know I clap. I cut that out most of the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure, but it was still smooth what you did there.
Yeah. That's right. I get the last clap. I am the one who claps.
You have the clap. We get it.
I've got the clap, and I'm giving it to you.
No.
I'm the streamy boy. I'm the one who claps.
I am the one who claps.
I feel like I want to point out at this point that I have spent, at this point, well over 9 hours of my day with headphones on.
Hey, Tim, you want to know what else? You've spent like 16 hours of your life recording this podcast with me.
High five.
Think of what
you Just smack your camera off.
Think about what you could do with that almost day.
I don't know. I could record a podcast or something.
Like, I mean, Casey hasn't wasted as much time in his life with us yet, but it's okay because Casey doesn't have much of a life anyway. Bazooka!
I resent that remark. You don't see what I do in my off time.
We went over this earlier, and we all know what you do in your off time.
We all know.
Then you would know I am very busy.
Oh.
I have very many
tabs
websites to visit and girls to interact with. They get lonely without me, all right?
How much do you pay them?
Per day or...
Let's go yearly salary.
Oh God, I couldn't even begin to calculate that.
Casey's one of those guys who plays.
There's Pixie, there's Trixie, there's Little Dixie. There's I think 7 of them.
Little Dixie.
Little Dixie.
And they're all dwarves.
She's in the no. Only Dixie is the dwarf.
Casey
That's why
Hayes
she's
and
little,
the 7 dwarves.
And she's from the south, and I find her drawl attractive.
Oh, hey, honey. You want to watch me eat some grits with my vagina?
Man, could you imagine if we were live streaming?
You have no respect for the art form of webcam girls.
You know, I think Phillip at one point wanted to be a webcam girl.
I think I've seen those videos.
That's right. I'm a believable trap.
Yep.
100%.
What if I told you guys I was a reverse trap and I've actually been a chick this whole time?
I would be impressed.
Frankly, I would be shocked.
Like,
I would be surprised.
Everybody knows that reverse traps are better than real traps anyway.
Is that's a girl who looks like a boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Casey is going to be typing that into his Pornhub search.
Oh God.
That's what the pause was. It was me waiting
Believable
for Google to
reverse traps. Muscular facial hair. All right.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Baseball jersey.
All right, Tim. Let's get on with this.
Calls herself Chip.
You have the first story, Tim.
I know. I'm sorry. I was watching Casey's face since it was stuck on the camera, and he looked like he was very depressed.
Why do I hang out with these dicks? They just come to bring me on to make fun of me and talk about Superman.
How many?
That was
how
a
many?
segue, Tim. That was a
Oh,
segue.
say,
We're gonna talk about Superman.
Sorry, I'm not good at those yet. Speaking of Superman, we all know Henry Cavill has been
everything's
cast.
coming apart. Sorry, go ahead. I apologize. Please continue.
No, Case. You obviously have something important to tell the class, so please.
It's very
I do
important.
not. I've dropped everything. My life is in shambles. Please
Anyway,
go
let's
ahead
move on to
and
the
distract
story.
from my personal pain.
Okay, well, in any case, we all know Henry Cavill has been cast as The Witcher in The Witcher for Netflix.
He has been cast as Geralt of Rivia.
Yeah, The Witcher. The Witcher. No,
A
the.
Witcher. No,
We all
he's
know there's more, but he is The Witcher.
Yeah, I mean, yes, technically, yes, but
Are Witchers
there are
like
more.
Grey Wardens?
Yeah, kind of.
Cool.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of a pretty accurate.
No,
Anyway.
no, Grey Wardens are like Witchers.
Yeah.
Dragon Age came out before the first Witcher game.
The books came out before Dragon Age did.
The Witcher shows nudity.
Nobody cares about books, Casey. This is America.
Apparently,
Don't let me
the
catch
people
you
who
reading
made
that.
the video game cared about the books because they made a video game about it. So
And
fuck
now
you.
a Netflix series about it.
And now a Netflix series about it. So eat a dick.
Has Dragon Age gotten a Netflix series?
Oh yeah, has Dragon Age gotten a Netflix series?
No, because Dragon Age tells enough of a narrative on its own that you don't need a Netflix series.
Yeah, that's because it's BioWare.
Hashtag burn. Anyway,
BioWare tells good story. Grass is green, water's blue.
we have gotten mostly females. That's the important thing, is we know who all the females in The Witcher are going to be played by.
Who did they cast for Yennefer?
Yennefer, her name's like, I don't know. I honestly do not know how to pronounce this. I'm going to say like Chalatra.
I will go ahead and look that up later.
On Pornhub.
Yeah, literally on Pornhub. I just have to pull that up right now.
I just have a tab of Pornhub open at all times, just in case.
Just in case.
Let me
Just
see
in case.
here. So let's see here. We have. I really wish I could find where they mention her name. So for Ciri, we have the 17-year-old Freya Allen.
That sounds like a porn name, Tim. That sounds like a porn name.
That's a
You know, you are
17-year-old.
so demeaning.
I skipped over the 17-year-old part in my head, and now I feel bad.
You should. You should feel bad
Yeah.
because you're a bad person.
So I just want to apologize now.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be proactive. Like, I'm gonna pre-PewDiePie myself and apologize for things before I do them.
Oh, okay. I think
Very nice.
I think that doesn't help.
Well,
Because
I'm
that
gonna go
means
over-
you know what you did was wrong and you still did it anyways.
I'm just going
I
to go over the names here.
apologize for the Holocaust jokes from 2 weeks ago. They were a gas, but I guess nobody thought they were funny.
What?
I
Who's
don't-
Nobody. All of our 12 watchers.
All of our 12 watchers. I am the one who watches.
Yeah.
I
12
don't.
of those views are us checking to see if anybody viewed it.
Joke's on you. Tim doesn't actually care.
But on.
And I just look at Creator Studio. It's just you masturbating to yourself 12 times.
Haha, weird. Weird. No. Anyway, so the people we have playing the main people, we have Cavill as Geralt, Chalatra as Yennefer, we have Alan as Ciri, we have May as, why can't I remember her name right now? Casey?
Who? I don't
Redhead.
know.
The redheaded
Oh.
one.
Shit, I can't remember her name either.
She was mildly less important than Yennefer, so.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look it up.
But anyway, we have Nidwini playing, I honestly don't know. But we have Wilson Reed, Brady, Levy, Haroldson, and Burring. All the last names. And we can just,
don't
let's
know
do this.
who any of those people are.
Let's do this.
Triss.
Triss, yes, that's her name. So right here, you can see the faces. See
Yeah.
that?
I didn't even have to look that up. I just remembered it.
Let's just zoom in past the ads. So right there's Yennefer. Siri. Oops, I'm dragging that picture.
I'm not loving who they picked for Yennefer.
This is Triss.
I mean, the woman they picked for Yennefer is perfectly attractive and all, but Yennefer's got like super pale skin.
I mean, it doesn't add up right.
Yeah.
Are you saying Superman can't be black, Casey?
That is exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Would you like some red pills with your breakfast?
What I just said, because of course, when I said Yennefer's skin is super pale, what I really meant was Superman can't be black.
Also,
I don't know. I actually think maybe she could pull it off though. Like looking at her pictures.
Yeah, she's not too bad.
Also, Casey, I'm gonna put this thought in your head now. Maisie Williams is a reverse trap.
Yeah.
A convincing reverse
shit.
trap. Yeah. Anyway.
My phone's gonna die.
You didn't plug it in?
It's charging, but it's still dying.
It's dying while it's charging?
Yeah.
It's plugged into my computer though, so.
Maybe
Yeah,
find
I
your
love-
fast charger.
I very much enjoy any performance that Maisie Williams does. She's a very talented actress, especially for as young as an age as she started. She was on Doctor Who. She did great in that.
In Doctor Who?
In Doctor Who.
Doctor
And
Who.
obviously everybody loves her as Arya.
Yep.
So
that's who.
Maisie
Okay.
Williams,
And
great.
also
Yeah.
from those deep fakes that you really like.
The what?
We aren't going to talk about the deep fakes, though.
I don't know what a deep fake is.
You don't know what a deep fake is? Okay, so in the AI community...
You just said we're not going to talk about it.
In the AI community, they have
Which is it?
AI that can scan faces
Mm-hmm.
and like tell all the points of a face and then graft them onto another person's face. So deep fakes are porn videos where the faces of like movie stars or whatever are grafted onto the faces of. It's kind of trippy, like.
Yeah, you know, Phillip. Sometimes I just enjoy an actress, and you don't have to take it to a sexual place.
I have one question.
So are you saying Maisie Williams is not attractive to you?
I'm saying I don't feel
she's
that
20 years
inappropriate-
old, Casey. Just so you know, she's 20 years old.
No, that's perfectly fine. But she was not 20 when she started, and when she was doing the acting that I enjoy, she was not 20 years old. So, like I said, when I discuss an actress that I enjoy, you do not have to take it to a sexual place.
I like Tim's face.
I bet you do. Go sit on it.
Oh.
I was just gonna ask Phillip, how much porn do you watch? Because it seems like you're beating Casey out now.
Yeah,
Zero.
exactly.
I am like super involved with some like of the maker stuff though, like and AI stuff that I think is really cool. And deep
So
fakes
you
to
make
me,
porn.
like
I heard that.
If
I
I
heard
was a
he makes
programmer-
porn.
Yeah, he makes porn. I heard the same thing too.
if I was a programmer, okay, I would graft Tom Cruise's face onto my body. Okay.
Why wouldn't you go the other way around? Why are you trying to
Why
besmirch
would
Tom
you?
Cruise?
Why would you go
Ow.
the other way around?
Ow.
Okay, let me put it this way. Wouldn't you want Tom Cruise's body?
No,
Why would
he's
you want
short-
Tom Cruise to have
He's
your
shorter
body?
than me though. He's shorter than me.
I mean, that's
So?
fair.
And he's just
He's
got
also
that lovable Scientologist face that you want to rip off and put on your own.
okay, Phillip.
Anyway.
All right.
He thinks you need to not pregame before we start again.
Smirnoff Ice Screwdriver bringing this episode of the Talking to Me podcast to you today.
We are not
I need
actually
help.
sponsored by Smirnoff Ice.
Help me.
But no, anyway, we're going to move on to our next topic of people that Casey also doesn't like besides me right now. And we're going to talk about Kanye West, who is a genius. And he's going to single-handedly make America great. But we need to drop the again because it's poisonous.
I'm dying in a vat in the garage.
Listen, okay, I'm just going to say this now. Kanye West is the John Lennon of our generation, and you guys need to get over it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have the deficit of brain cells required to argue this with you.
Dang, burn. But
damn, Daniel.
I refuse to stoop to that level.
Anyway,
Damn, Daniel.
Kanye West was at the White. Excuse me, I need to drink to understand America anymore.
That's fair.
That's fair. Oh,
The only way to enjoy America is through a thick fog of drunkenness.
that's right. Make America great again. Smirnoff Ice Screwdriver. Yeah. Anyway, that.
I don't know what I'm doing here anymore.
Anyway, Kanye West was at the White House talking with Donald Trump, and he showed reporters his phone password that was 0000. And
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That is almost to the point of not surprising me as when I found out that Floyd Mayweather can't read. That's one of those whole. Yeah, I kind of knew that. He doesn't seem like the smartest fellow.
Well, here's the thing with Kanye. Like, I think Kanye is an amazing artist. Like, and this is me dropping the whole Kanye is a genius thing that I throw out all the time. I think he's a really good artist. I think he makes really good music. I think he's very manic. Like, he's a very manic person. Like, and when he gets excited about something, like, you know, he just goes all out into it. Like, some people say he might need psychiatric help. I don't know about that because I don't know Kanye West. None of us do.
Yeah.
But seeing him, like, straight up, like, pounding on the table in the Oval Office, like, flat out watching, like, Secret Service, like, jump, like, what's this guy gonna do next, is probably my highlight of the year. Like, this stuff's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's funny to see the Secret Service sitting in the room and trying to figure out which of the two people at the table is more volatile.
Like,
it's like, who do I have to watch in this meeting? Because anybody else that deals with Trump is usually a level-headed person. Evil, but usually a level-headed person.
well, the thing is, with the situation, like, Trump seemed like the grandparent with, like, the ADHD.
Oh, God, the situation's there now? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
He seemed like the grandparent that had to deal with a child that has ADHD, like the grandkid, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, honey, how's your day going? Grandpa, I played Xbox. I played Xbox today."
Yeah, he's pretty up there with his enthusiasm.
Like, and Trump's just smiling, not understanding a single word he's saying, and just nodding his head, like,
Yeah, because Trump doesn't understand
like,
much things in general, but let alone the complexity of music composition and I don't know, whatever else Kanye is doing.
Kanye's playing 4D chess right now, and
Yeah.
like, Mr. Trump,
Kanye's playing Vulcan chess, man.
you need to drop the again off the hat because the again is toxic. It's bad for us. Like, that's
You need to say "Make America
paraphrase.
Great."
Yeah, that's a paraphrased quote, and he got a picture of Trump with the hat, and Trump said he'd wear it. Again, like the grandparent that's like, "Oh, that tie clip you got me was very nice. I'll be sure to wear it," and then he just puts it away.
And then puts it away forever.
Like
Never wears it.
ever. Like this is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And like it's almost as bizarre as Dennis Rodman going to North Korea. That was
Oh God.
that was up there. It's that level of bizarre though. Like,
Yeah.
am I seeing
Like seriously, I feel like I'm in fucking Underworld or sorry, Underland or some fucking topsy-turvy fucking I feel like I'm in Bizarro world. Like ever since 2016 hit, I'm like, what the we are in the worst reality right now.
now? I'm gonna
And
defend Kanye on a couple of points here.
Okay.
And he didn't say anything bad.
I mean, I don't know enough about Kanye to bash him.
But I mean, at the
Um,
meeting with Trump, with Trump.
Trunk. After meeting with the trunk of a tree.
that's gonna be his inspiration for the next album. Like he's gonna go all natural and vegan for the next album. He's gonna get like super. He's gonna go on a spiritual journey. He's gonna talk to trees, and then he's gonna come out with an album just full of didgeridoos and bongos
Sounds like my kind of.
and patchouli oil.
Yeah, but you know, with the whole thing, like, I'm not saying anything. He didn't say anything bad. He just said, you know, he likes the idea that the hat gives people hope and inspiration. He doesn't like the negative connotations that have been brought along with the idea. Like, and I get where he's getting at when he says that. Like, 100%, like, I get that it's good to feel part of something and it means something. And there's a lot of disenfranchised people who maybe don't have the best way to express themselves that got behind Trump.
You
But-
know what? You know what? I'm gonna come around on the subject with you and say Kanye is playing 4D chess.
Like,
He
that's
is literally trying to find a way to make Trump a nicer and better person.
well, no, like you know the kind of people I'm talking about. They're very poor people. A lot of them are white. They're that you know really support Trump. Like, and I also saw you know a lot of maybe middle class Latinos too. Like a lot of middle class Latinos, and which doesn't sound like his, but a lot of those guys too get behind it, and I get it. Like I get it because you're so
I totally get the reason. It's basically a elitist, like snobby kind of like system that has been thumbing their noses at rural America for years and basically stomping all over them. And they saw Trump as the brick through the window of the establishment,
yes.
which I totally get. I totally get why I am not blaming them at all. But a fucking reality star for president?
I mean,
Like okay, let me put it this way. I understand the reason they voted for him. I don't understand why they still support him now.
I don't think a lot of them really support him that much, and I think that. Sorry to make this so political, Tim. I know this is like the least favorite thing you like talking about, but
no, that's cool. I'll just
Case-
sit back here quiet in the background.
sipping your tea. But
Yeah.
I think that at this point, like, for a Democrat to win, though, you need. I don't think it's going to be anybody radical. I think it's going to be a Joe Biden or a Cory Booker that wins in 2 years. Like, legitimately. I think if you throw somebody radical at Trump, he'll just, you know, he'll demagogue his way through it, and that'll be it because
Yeah.
he's Trump. But if you throw somebody like Cory Booker out there, who I think, in my opinion, as somebody who leans very right wing, I think that he's more of the solution than Trump is. Like, personally. That's my opinion on it. But
I don't actually know who Cory Booker is. I'd have to look that up real fast.
yeah, like, you know, you don't have to right now, but
I have a phone right here.
oh, okay, yeah, but you know, it's one of those things to where if you see a picture of him, you'll know who he is. He's a very prominent senator, and he's somebody who's eyed to run. But yeah, it's one of those things where I get
The
it
name sounds so familiar.
with Kanye. He's very like he's
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
know who Cory Booker
Yeah.
is.
but Kanye is very
That
like
guy is straight up no nonsense. I love that guy.
yeah, Cory Booker. Like, it's the good thing about him is he's kind of like he he's very fiscally conservative, extremely socially liberal, but
I mean, he's just basically he is like poster boy for middle ground, kind of.
kind of, but he's pro weed and everything, which is what I think is cool. But
That's what I'm saying, middle ground.
yeah,
Fiscally conservative, socially liberal.
yeah. I don't know, but Kanye at the White House is just one of those crazy things that you see it and like
You have to do a double take, like
yeah, this is the reality we're in.
yeah.
And I'm not going to be one of those people because the fact that, you know what? There are tons of people pulling both sides on. There's a meme that's like Colin Kaepernick should stick to football. The one where people are making fun of people that say that.
Yeah.
At the same rate, you can't say the same thing about Kanye though. If you're going to share that, if you're going to share that idea that those guys should
Exactly.
And
I mean, okay, so basically, the people who say shit like Colin Kaepernick should just stick to football or Lady Gaga should just stick to singing, those people have already lost the leg to stand on because they voted for a fucking reality star as president.
But it's at the same rate though to where like it's okay for Kanye to have these opinions and
it's okay for anybody to have their
and
opinions
explore them. It's fine. It actually. I think there's more of a gap bridging right now than there ever was onto the mentality of people who voted for Trump, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I don't think it's a glowing endorsement for Trump because it was a bizarre scene. Like, it wasn't one of those things to where I don't think either of them personally gained from it, but I think it opens up eyes onto, like, the kind of people that, really got behind Trump, like, in a creepy way.
Yeah. No, like I said, I completely get why people voted for him. I totally get it. I sympathize. That's why I voted for Bernie Sanders instead of fucking Hillary Clinton. Because Hillary Clinton was just more of the same, and Bernie Sanders was basically the liberal version of the brick through the window that people voted for Trump to be. So that's why I voted for Sanders on the matter because like he was also a proverbial brick through the window of the establishment. And that's why. That's one of the things I never understood was that the Democratic Party, and they've admitted this, they've actually said they did it, sabotaged Bernie Sanders in the primaries. I get why they did it, but I don't understand the mentality of behind backing one of the most universally hated Democrats in history. Like nobody likes Hillary Clinton. People just do not fucking like her. They just don't like her.
Saturday Night Live likes her. Saturday Night Live loves her.
Yeah, of course they do.
Because you can make fun of her real easily.
Because they're probably on her payroll. But no. Like I said, just nobody fucking likes her. So I don't understand why they backed that person, and I don't understand why Hillary Clinton even wanted to be president. I get that that's like what was supposed to happen, but the thing is. She already got dragged through mud by Republicans for years without even being president. What did she think was going to happen if she became president? Did she think it was going to get easier?
Well, here's the thing. They found a lot of the groups that were backing Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio during the primaries were related to, they were paid from Hillary Clinton campaign cash. Yeah. So the people that were against those two, so semi for Trump, she pretty much guaranteed Trump would run against her because he was the best option for her to win. And she lost because of it. And I don't buy into
She lost because of the Electoral College. She won the popular vote. It's one of the... Sorry, go ahead.
She won the popular vote, sure, but my thing is, though...
That's why the Electoral College is outdated. It needs to be one person, one vote.
Here's my disagreement with that, though. We still live in a group of states that each have individual rights and stuff. Like, there is an inherent value to being a state. That's why the Electoral College
But
exists.
electing the president is not a state issue. It's a national issue, which is why it should be one state, one person, one vote. Sorry, let's save all the we'll have a big political bash one day and just kind of let's kind of like move on from here because we'll be here all day.
Hey, you guys let me know when you work on that big political bash and I won't be there.
Okay.
All right. So let's move on. Let's move it on. Okay, this is kind of a bit of sad news. Normally I start off the podcast with sad news. This time we're kind of meeting in the middle.
Working our way to it.
Yeah. Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen has passed away at the age of 65.
65. He was out young.
Yeah.
Damn.
Was it drugs?
No, it was Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh.
Oh, well,
see,
that's...
you made it not fun anymore.
Yeah. Jeez.
Hodgkin's is kind of a fun word, but
No,
you
it's
just
not.
fucking smacked me in the fucking dick, dude.
I was gonna try for like a that Microsoft money buying cocaine kind of joke, and then nope, you just cut it off at the head.
yeah,
You're just like, nope, sad news, stay sad.
It's sad.
Famously, he was very responsible for a lot of the directions Microsoft went in. Bill Gates was a lot of the face of Microsoft. He was the CEO, but behind the scenes, Paul Allen was working all the magic. When it came to the Xbox, he was the one who came up with the idea of creating the Xbox. Like, he wasn't the direct person that worked at it, but he was responsible for Microsoft getting involved in the console business. He greenlit a lot of the stuff that, Windows XP, like a lot of the early 2000 stuff was thanks to him, and he resigned in 2000 from his role on the board and became a strategist after that for the company. And again, everything good about Microsoft is a lot of Paul Allen, and it's a real shame because he was a real cool guy, and if you get to look into him, Bill Gates is kind of a scummy person, and he kind of made up for it later in life. But
Bill Gates can jump over a chair. So I'm just saying, Bill Gates has kind of got a beat on that a little bit. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. It's very sad that Paul Allen has passed away. Was he working up into his death, or was he retired?
So he was. I think he's maintained as a He was maintained as a strategist at Microsoft. But for the most part, he was a musician. He was in a blues band that I believe was Grammy nominated. He did this in his 50s.
I wish I could.
That reminds me, my
Grammys
dad's actually in the Las
nominated.
Vegas Hall of Fame,
And
which is fun for a band that I never heard of.
and he's really when it comes to everything that was cool about Microsoft, he was the guy that spearheaded everything. Bill Gates was the face, and Bill Gates was the evil mastermind behind the scenes who was like, let's go license all this software and not pay people. Let's commit security exchange fraud and not be stupid like Elon Musk.
Let's make it so you have to pay for fixing your fucking computer if you fuck up your bootloader, Casey.
But,
I wonder if Casey did something to mess up his bootloader.
I did.
Bing, ding, 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 ding.
I deleted Linux, and then I forgot that my computer boots to that partition first.
How much did that end up running you?
The price of a flash drive.
Oh, I mean,
If I had to buy a disc, it would have been an easy $50 to $100.
yeah, but you can
luckily now you can download the full Windows 8.1 off of the website and put it on a flash drive.
Wait, you aren't using Windows 10?
God no.
What kind of monster are you?
The one who does not like Cortana. I don't know. Well, basically, I actually did switch to Windows 10, and then it created.
Triggered.
I don't know if it was some thing that happened with the installation process, but there was a pretty fucking awful bug that was going on with my computer on Windows 10, where every time I tried to download something, every time I tried to torrent something, I will come out and say that
illegally downloading things. This castle is in unacceptable condition.
Everyone boo Casey for doing stuff illegally.
Boo.
So, but every time I tried to torrent something, then my computer would crash.
That's weird.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll just go back to 8.1. Didn't do it when I was doing that. So
I've never had a
and I actually ever since then I have maybe torrented like 5 things, like 2 movies and 1 season of a show, and that was probably about it.
Story of my life, man.
Right?
Indeed.
Because now everything's on the fucking Hulu or Netflix or sites where they just fucking stream it.
I mean, like, that's cool and that's good and that's swell. But I mean, I miss having to do that kind of stuff.
Torrenting?
Yeah. That was some good times.
There was a definitely a sense of like he like I'm breaking the rules, I'm being a bad boy and downloading stuff, and then it always like torrenting's just it's not a fucking like super complex process, but it's certainly not like fucking simple. So you always felt like a tech whiz when you were torrenting shit.
It's just like, I don't know, it's just like, oh, hey, I feel cool now.
Yeah, I feel cool because I'm doing stuff legally and I'm breaking the rules.
I totally didn't make like hundreds of dollars back in the day installing Windows copies onto people's computers to fix them.
See, now
definitely did not do that.
I didn't do that.
That is a new level of.
I didn't do that. I'm just saying it wasn't me.
The only time I've ever actually had to install shit or OSs onto people's computers, strangely enough, I did not collect money for it.
See, I'm not saying I did.
I only collected money if there was something that I could fix by my own abilities.
You know what that sounds like to me?
Mm.
You missed out on an opportunity.
I sure did, but
Swim.
It was usually
made money.
It was usually for friends and family.
Swim, someone who isn't me, may have installed some not legit copies of Windows 7 onto computers for people as a side business when they were like 17, maybe 18, and they needed some extra money. And these people that had like Vista or XP and their operating systems were corrupted or whatever, or maybe I installed some not legit software to fix their problems because Vista was garbage.
Yeah, Vista is garbage. When I ruined my computer by installing fucking garbage Windows 10 on it, and switched back to Windows 8.1, I was actually running a cracked copy of 8.1 for a while there. I have since then fixed it to be a legitimate copy because my computer crashed there and I had to reinstall the operating system. And I did it through legitimate means that time. But the first time I reloaded 8.1 onto my computer, it was a cracked copy.
He went to Keygwen. And picked up a key for $10.
He claims that this is a legitimate copy of Windows whatever he just said.
8.1.
But the watermark in the bottom of your screen says that is a lie.
The watermark on the top of my screen says Bandicam, usually, because that's the only recording software I have on my computer.
Switch to OBS, dude. OBS is so much better.
I have no idea what that is.
Anyway,
it's
moving
OBS.
on.
Moving on.
Rest
in peace, Paul Allen.
Paul Allen, yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Paul Allen.
I'm gonna finish my drink. There's like a little bit left in there.
Please do.
Rest in peace, Paul Allen.
Moving on.
Right. Casey, you want to talk about the Walking Dead game update?
Talk about sex, baby. All right, so
that's the second time you've made that joke, but the first time on camera.
But the first time we weren't recording. So the good news is the thing that I was super pissed about I think 3 weeks ago, where Telltale Games was shutting its doors and not finishing The Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman, the author for the Walking Dead series, has taken over finishing or basically financing Telltale Games to finish the last 2 episodes of The Walking Dead, the final season, which through his company Skybound Entertainment, which, fantastic round of applause, because I was certainly fucking pissed that I was going to not get closure, and now I will. And now episodes that were set to release are still set to release on the dates they are set to release on. So we should be getting the 3rd episode on November 6th, and then the 4th episode sometime in December. I think it's like December 23rd-ish or around their time. But the Walking Dead, the final season, will be finished, and that's good. I mean, rest in peace, Wolf Among Us season 2. But hey, if I was more pissed about starting a series and then it getting no closure versus, a series that came out with 1 season years ago, left on a cliffhanger. And it's one of those it's had time for me to not give a shit about what happens afterwards.
Well, that's some good news for the video game industry, at least the fact that,
We'll get closure on that.
Yeah, there'll be some closure. Like, again, I might make fun of Telltale games all being walking simulators, but it's good to know that...
to me, they're kind of like harken back to the point and click adventures, but
those were fun.
Yeah, like you and I spoke about the last time, point and click adventures have like puzzles and like mind games. These are literally just like dialogue options and walking around and clicking stuff.
But, it's one of those things where I'm glad to see that maybe, hopefully, some of the people that lost their jobs got rehired to finish the series.
So the good with the bad that comes with the good is that I don't know if we covered this, but Telltale is currently facing a class action lawsuit for all the people they let go and didn't pay severance on.
Well, that's amazing. We didn't cover that last time, but that's good.
Yeah, so take the good with the bad. Walking Dead's getting finished. Telltale's getting a class action lawsuit.
That's good with the good, I think, at that point.
I mean, I like Telltale games, but obviously, if they're snipping people out and not paying severance, then that's a bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds pretty scummy to me.
Yeah, it does sound pretty scummy. So let me put it this way. I like the work they put out. I don't trust any gaming company ever.
That's right. Or, I could go full on like woke commie right now and say the workers made the game, not the company.
Yeah, exactly. But still, it's one of those...
The workers own the game.
The workers own the game. Seize the means of programming.
Seize the means of programming. Destroy the bourgeoisie game producers.
So just EA.
That was great.
Just EA.
I gotta take a walk. I couldn't get that word out fast enough.
I think you literally just broke.
I need to do some vocal warm-ups before we start podcasting.
What I think is funny is
the red leather, yellow leather.
This is not enough to get me drunk. This is just a bottle.
It's a Smirnoff Ice. Even if it was a fucking 40 ounce, it would not be enough to get you drunk.
But look at my face. I'm like literally an anime character. Like, I take one drink and my face turns bright red. And
yeah, that's probably just because. What nationality are you? Or are you Irish?
I don't even know what I am. I am a mixture.
Aren't you Polish?
A little bit. Don't clap. Anyway.
I was gonna.
So, anyway, our last story for the night is, what was the last story, guys? I completely spaced it. Was that the last story?
Hold on. Should I check the Facebook?
So we had Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Paul Allen.
Yeah.
Kanye. Telltale. I think that was all we posted.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, wait. I remember because this is something we discussed. All right, on to the subject of the BetterHelp YouTube scandal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
So, you guys weren't aware what this service is, but it's pretty much like online counseling. Like, it's a service where you pay, like, $500 a year, and you get, like, unlimited access to counselors or whatever, and a lot of YouTubers were taking sponsorships from this company, BetterHelp. By the way, you can always go to betterhelp.com/TITM. That's TITM. Now, but anyway.
Oh, okay, I got you. You were making a joke. Okay. Sorry.
Casey's like, we got a sponsorship?
No, I thought you were just plugging them without being sponsored, and then you said TITM at the end.
As you talking about it.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, that's us. That's us.
Gotcha.
Anyway, YouTubers been taking sponsorships from this company that's kind of sketchy. In their terms of service, they don't promise that that their counselors are certified. Like, that's just in their terms of service. Like,
that's Super fun. I mean, I guess it helps to just talk to people sometimes, but at the same time, it's like if you're paying for a service for counseling, you kind of want to make sure that those counselors are certified to do that job.
There's a lot of bad testimonials about the company.
Whoa.
It's like I'll just hire a homeless person to come teach a 5th grade class.
Yeah, isn't that what you did?
That's the plot of School of Rock.
I mean,
That actually is.
yeah.
I'm
pretty
Jack
much.
Black, and I'm a homeless musician. Here's my heroin needles, students. Let's shoot heroin and talk about music. That's the plot of the movie, right?
Let's do it the way fucking Rolling Stones did it, man. Shoot some fucking heroin right into my eyeballs. Do it the way Steven Tyler did. Get some heroin in my fucking drink.
Yeah, I'm Jack Black.
I just want to point out that I am confused on like 50 different levels.
Yeah. So the reason allegedly, the reason Steven Tyler's voice is the way it is because his drink of choice was vodka with heroin in it. Fun fact.
That wasn't fun.
Alleged fun fact.
That wasn't fun, and it's alleged, which means it isn't a fact. That was neither of those things that you just
Fun,
said.
fun allegation.
Fun
Not
allegations. I guess
Not fun.
I guess they're better than the Bill Cosby allegations.
I mean,
Bum,
they're
bum,
not really
bum,
allegations if
they're.
pudding. I guess they're not allegations if they were convicted. So
Bill Cosby
I feel like
is
I need
a
to take a
rapist.
shower.
yeah, I feel dirty after this podcast.
That's right. Talk it to me, the dirty edition.
Talking to me after dark.
Oh, that was gonna be my joke, and you stole it.
Well,
That's what you
next time gotta be
fucking
quicker on the
get.
draw.
I feel like that time I got in that taxi that wasn't a real taxi.
What was it?
It was a fake taxi.
Please elaborate.
It was a fake taxi. It was not a real taxi, guys.
Oh,
This was-
okay. So basically, you paid for somebody to drive you, and they did not. It was not an actual taxi.
They told me I didn't have to pay. Because I didn't have any money on me, but how else are they going to drive me?
Phillip got raped.
What?
And it was almost as bad as the time I got on that bus because they had something cool to show me.
He didn't deny it.
The time you got in the back of that van because they said they had candy.
Well, you know, I just thought the bus said bang bus, so I thought they had drums in there because you bang on the drums.
Kudos to Phil for finally taking something sexual and turning into innocent instead of vice versa, like he usually does.
And then you know what? I went to audition for this movie, and there was a casting couch there. It was black and leather, and
was there some lines behind it?
yeah, apparently,
Even though it was in a building,
that wasn't a real casting couch.
apparently that wasn't a real casting couch. So when you said that you got into a fake taxi, what I was going to say is if you still paid, but it wasn't like an official taxi, I was just gonna say that was just an Uber, dude. That's just Uber.
I
man.
don't think Ubers end in 14 million views, Casey. I'm sorry. That was a bad joke.
So I'm gonna take a step back and say I just now got that you were making a porn reference.
Like 6 of them.
No, I got all the other ones. The fake taxi took me a minute.
That's
Because
literally
I see those
that's
videos.
literally
online.
the
I've
name
never
of it.
actually watched any of them.
that's literally the name of it.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It just didn't click for me at first.
Anyway, I think that's
And
talking
the
to me
last
for this
pony
week.
crosses the finish line.
That's talking to me for this week, guys. Finally, these guys get to clap a little.
Ah!
Anyway, I've been Phillip Smith.
I hurt my hand.
Tim, you're next.
Tim Klingman.
Casey Hayes. Later, Gators.
We'll talk it at you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.